So while I was getting everything out to do this video, I realised I actually have quite a lot of stuff, so I'm actually going to do this as part 1 and part 2. So part 1 is obviously going to be now, and then part 2 will be in my next video for you guys. Hello everyone and welcome to Kimmy Shrine. So if you're new here, then twice a week I do videos. So the last one I did was actually my animals one, so if you've not seen that then please go check that out. And like I said, today it's going to be my Mad Beauty range. So like I said, so I've got quite a lot of stuff. I thought I could fit it all into one video, but because I want to go through it a little bit in detail for you guys, I thought actually it's a bit too much doing one video, so that's why I thought this would be part 1 and then next week will actually be part 2. So if you've never heard of Mad Beauty before, I have actually linked it down below for you. So it's basically obviously like beauty products. So you obviously get makeup things, you get like bath things. It's just basically like beauty products. Now Mad Beauty obviously have their own things. So these are just obviously the Disney ones that they do. Now sometimes you can get these exclusive to certain places, say for example like Superdrug. So the main time Superdrug's good at this is say at Christmas when you obviously get like advent calendars. I have just looked on the Mad Beauty website and some of this stuff is still available on Mad Beauty at the moment. But like I said, I did link it down below. But they do so much other stuff on there as well and so many other characters. Now some of these I did buy, I want to say a couple years ago. Like I said, some were actually Christmas things, some things you still exist at the moment, but yeah, it's got a whole range of things, so I'm just going to show you now. So the first ones I'm going to go through is my Mulan one. The reason being I'm actually wearing the eyeshadow at the moment, so the first one is this one here. Now this one I actually got from Superdrug. It's actually exclusive at Superdrug. It is still in Superdrug at the moment. I did actually get this, I want to say probably about 2 months ago, but it is actually still in Superdrug stores at the moment. And while I'm filming this, it's still part of a buy one get one half price. If you can't get to a Superdrug store, obviously understandably, have a look on their website as well. But yeah, I just really like this one because for me personally, it's the kind of colours I would use because I'm more of like a pinky purple kind of colours when I do my eyes. But I just really like the fact it's obviously got this green in it, it's got a really nice gold in there as well. But yeah, I just thought I'd show this one just because if you're into makeup and you like Disney, I thought this would be a perfect thing to show. I don't think they do a lot of makeup based stuff. It's more what I class as beauty, like bath things and things like that I kind of class Mad Beauty as being. So I don't know if they do any other makeup things, but this is the only thing that I personally saw, and to be honest, it's such a nice like consistency. I really like using this. So other things I've actually been using, I know, shocker, I actually use my stuff. They actually did brushes. So this is the brush and this is the comb. I really like the style of the Mulan on these. So that's one thing I did actually mention in my original Mulan video when actually I got all this stuff, is I actually really like the style of these. Now these ones I was actually thinking, oh, do I want to use them? But then I was like, I want to start using stuff in my shrine. So the fact that obviously this is just like a hairbrush, obviously I know everybody needs to brush their hair at some point, so I just thought this would be the perfect thing to have. So I actually have this one in my shrine because it's actually got Mulan on there, whereas I've actually got this one downstairs on my vanity. Now the reason why I don't use this one is because I've actually got a Jasmine brush exactly the same as this that I got from Primark that I use. That's why I thought, oh, this one I'll put in the shrine. So another thing that I want to use, I've just not got around to using it because some of the other stuff I've got here I'm still getting through, so I'm kind of thinking, right, I'm going to use those first, and then once I've used them up, then I'll use this one. But I'm going to try and keep the packaging as it is because it's so pretty. But this is a cherry blossom bath and body set, so you get a body wash, a body lotion and bubble bath, and also get a puff in there as well, which is actually in the lid. But when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, it's so cute, like the whole thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to very carefully, when I want to use it, take them out. So I might actually do it from the bottom and take them out, so once I've actually used them I can then put them back in, because I really like this whole setup. Now understandably at the moment, obviously if people have their birthdays, if you didn't know, my birthday was just over a week ago, so I did do a whole video on obviously what I got for my birthday. But things like this, like I said, because it's still on the Superdrug website, you can obviously order it and obviously get it sent to them. So if someone's birthday's coming up or anniversary, or you just want to give someone like a present, now's a good time obviously just do stuff online. But yeah, like when I saw this, I thought that would make a perfect present for someone who loves Mulan. I've not seen the film yet, unfortunately. My cinema closed before I was actually able to see it. I have read the book though, so if you didn't know, I actually read the book of the film because I always find that the book of the film goes into more details than what the actual film does. So I actually read the book, so I know the story is slightly different from the animation version. But yeah, I haven't seen it yet. So yes, I don't know if I'm ever going to watch it at the cinema. So another thing I've got is actually this one here, which is a Mulan face mask. Now I have talked about things like this before in Primark, so I have a feeling it might be very similar to the Primark ones, just because the actual mask itself is the character that you've got. So I have actually talked about this in loads of Primark videos, and like I said in the Mad Beauty Mulan video that I did a while ago, that the actual face mask is the character inside. Now I have actually tried things like this, so I did actually do a Jasmine one, and I find personally that they just don't fit my face, so I don't tend to like using them. But when I saw this one, I was thinking, oh, it's so pretty, I've got to get it anyway. So the last one from the Mulan one is actually this one here. So these are, what does it say? So these are bath infuser tea bags. So these are actually bath salts, but they actually look like tea bags. So funny thing, they actually put on there, don't drink me, because obviously it is in like a tea bag kind of like shape, and obviously you're supposed to put it in your bath. Now the fun thing was, when I actually did this video originally, I didn't realise they were all different flavours, because most of the stuff that actually comes from the Mulan range is actually cherry blossom. So when I actually opened this, I realised they're all different smells. I haven't actually used any of these yet, on the basis that because I've got so many other things to use up, that I kind of want to use this when I actually need it. But yeah, I just thought that was such a nice tin anyway, so even though it's got stuff in there that I would use, I just really wanted it for the tin. So the next range is actually the Aladdin range. So some of this I actually got for Christmas last year, and some of this actually came out in Superdrug Christmas as well. So the first one I'm going to show you is actually this headband, which I actually got for Christmas. So I actually kept the box obviously, but this headband is really nice because obviously it's like Jasmine's headband. Now they still have this one on the website, but they also have an Aurora one as well, which has obviously got her crown on there. But I actually got this as a present. So it just says makeup headbands. So for example, if you need your hair out your face when you're obviously doing your makeup or washing your face, that kind of thing. I've not actually used this one because I'm too scared to actually get makeup on it. So today's actually the first day of me using it. I do actually have it downstairs with my other headbands, so it's obviously on display, so obviously if people come around and they see it and they obviously ask where it's from, I can say Mad Beauty. But at the same time, I've got other ones which I find is easier if I get makeup on it, I can just put it in the wash, because this is kind of almost like felt fluffy material, so I'm a bit worried like how it's going to wash. So for me personally, I want to kind of keep this clean if I can. But yeah, like I said, so I actually got this for Christmas. I actually got a Mad Beauty box from Ruben's family as a Christmas present, and a few of these items are actually in there. But like I said, this one still exists on Mad Beauty's website. So another thing I got from that box as well was actually these, which are bath fizzers. Now I did actually talk about this in my Genie video that I did at some point this year. I want to say I did it like January, February time. I did like a Genie one, so there's obviously other Genie things in there. But I just thought this was super cute on the basis that the actual lamp inside there is glittery. So when you actually put it in the bath, the whole bath goes golden glitter. It's so cool. Like for me personally, I do like my bath bombs and bath fizzers. It's one of the things I do like when I actually have a bath. But yeah, the fact that this actually made the water change, I thought that was actually a really cool feature. But yeah, the fact that obviously this is a Genie and the lamp one, I just thought that's kind of cool. So speaking of bath fizzers, so this is one of the ones I've got left over from my Jasmine one. So this is one I actually got from Superdrug. So this one is a Jasmine and Indigo Violet fragrance. So the fact that obviously I've only got one left, so shows I do actually use my things. So with this one, because it hasn't actually got Jasmine on the actual box, I don't know if I'm actually going to keep the box afterwards, because I kind of like to keep them if it's got the character on there. So some things I use, and then obviously I either put it in the shrine afterwards, or then I just recycle it. But yeah, just to prove I do use my things, so that's why I thought I'd include that one. Now the next one, I didn't realise they were lip balms when I first looked at it. I just wanted it because I had the packaging. I thought they were actually other bath fizzers because it's the same shape as a bath fizzer, so it's like a diamond shape. And it wasn't until I actually did my video, which I did actually do one I think around about Christmas time of me actually doing these ones, that's when I read it and I was like, oh, it's actually lip balms. So these ones I'm not going to open. So my other lip balms I have actually used, but this one, because I really like the packaging, I'm not actually going to open this one. But if you wanted this one, this is a grape and vanilla one. This one actually did come from Superdrug. Obviously things that are not on the Mad Beauty website, I would say maybe check eBay. There might be someone out there who's still selling these like as they are, so just in case you do want things like this, I would say eBay might be the best place, just in case they're not on the Mad Beauty website. So I did actually get two of these. One I actually opened, and then the other one I've actually kept, and it's actually the Advent calendar. So like I said, this actually came from Superdrug. It was really expensive. That's the only thing I would say. I was a bit disappointed in the price. I think I didn't actually get it at this price because I waited until it went into an offer, but I think it originally was about like £20. It was what I class really expensive, especially because it's only a 12-day one. So this one, like I said, I did actually get in the sale, but I don't know, for example, if anyone on eBay said it, just in case you want it. But the thing is, it did actually show on there the things you actually get in there, which some of the things I have actually used. So for example, one one of them is actually the hand cream. So I've actually used this one because it actually lives on my vanity. So most of these scents, let me just subject, so most of the scents would be actually a jasmine scent or a green tea scent, but most things you actually get in advent calendar seem to be like face masks or sheet masks, hand cream, body lotions, bubble bath, bath fizzers. You always get like nail files and bath salts, that kind of thing. So if that's the kind of thing that you want to obviously get someone for Christmas, I would say, like I said, Superdrug seem to be the best place if you actually want to go into store, because Mad Beauty, as far as I know, don't actually have their own shop. I think they only say do exclusive stuff to certain stores, like for example Superdrug. So obviously if you actually want to go in and obviously go into a store, I would say Christmas time is probably the best time, but I would personally wait until it's on an offer, like a buy one get one half price or a 3 for 2, that kind of thing. I would wait then. But yeah, so like I said, I actually had 2 of these. So this one still has all the items in there, like I said, so I did actually get it when it was on offer. So I wanted to open it for you guys on camera so you knew what was in there, but then keep one for the shrine. So the last one my mum actually found me, and it was actually a Tinkerbell one. So the Tinkerbell one, I think she actually found from Clinton's, and it was actually in the sale, and it was an advent calendar. Now that's the only thing I've ever seen from Tinkerbell is an advent calendar. I've not seen any other, say like loose things where you get like stuff like this. I've never actually seen anything else like that, only advent calendars. And when I looked on the Mad Beauty website, I think they still only have advent calendars on there. It is a different design to the one that I've got here, if I remember rightly, but they still do advent calendars all year round. So just in case it's something you want, just because you want the product, I would say Mad Beauty website is the best place to go, unless it's Christmas, then have a look at other places. But yeah, so one of the things you actually got on there was actually face masks. So this one's the face mask, which is a glitter face mask. Now this one is kind of cool because obviously it's a little bit like shimmery and glittery. Another thing they did was actually this one here, which this one I've actually used. So this one I was like, I kind of like the packaging, I don't want to use it, but because this one you don't really mind using because you can still keep the packaging. But yeah, so it's very, very similar in here. It's kind of like pinky shimmery. It's got like little gold stars in there as well. So obviously when you put it on your face, it's very shimmery, it's very glittery. The only thing with these ones, because it's one that you dry and then you peel off, I found it took a long time for it to dry. I think a good hour or so. I've not actually used this one, but I have a feeling what's in this one is actually in this one as well. So like it says, so I did actually use this one, but it did take a long time to dry. It just says, yeah, allow mask to dry for 10 to 15 minutes. And when I did that, I touched my skin and it was still very sticky, so I couldn't actually peel it off. It might have been me, maybe I put too much on. I do try and like to do thin layers if I can, but yeah, I think for me, maybe I just put too much on, and that's why it took a long time to dry. So other things you normally get in advent calendars are body lotions and body mist. So I've actually got these 2 here from the Tinkerbell ones. Now the fun thing about this one is actually a shimmer, so it's actually a glitter one. Now these ones I've not used, but some of my other ones I've used, which I talk about in my next video, I've actually used. So once I've used those ones up, then I will use these ones. Though I'm not sure if I'm going to use that one because I think that's kind of like pretty, the fact that you can actually see all the glitter in there. I think I did actually spray it once just to see. So I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand. Yeah, it's like a strawberry scent. It has like little bits of glitter in it, but it's really not that noticeable. Like I don't really think you can see that in the light, the actual glitter. You alright, Mimu? You need to do something? Get up? What are you doing? You alright? Yeah. What are you doing? Ah. So the last one from this range, like I said, because this all came from an advent calendar and I thought this was just perfect, just in case you do need this at this certain time, hand sanitizer. This is the first time I've ever known a hand sanitizer to be in any advent calendar, so I thought it was kind of cool to include now. So this just say a shimmery moisturizing hand sanitizer, and it's actually strawberry fragrance. Now I like the fact there's actually got like a thing on there so you can actually clip it onto your bag. At the moment, I don't really want to use this one because I kind of feel like it's really pretty to keep kind of in the shrine, but I just thought that was the perfect time. Obviously, with everybody using hand sanitizer, I thought now's the perfect time to show this. Like I said, they do still have the Tinkerbell Advent Calendar on the Mad Beauty website, but like I said, some of the other ones they have, unfortunately, might be Christmas time. So yeah, so that was it for my video. Like I said, this is part 1, and so part 2 will be up on Sunday. So if you're not already, then please like and subscribe and click the bell notification, obviously get notified when that one goes up. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you guys next time. Later days.